Did you in the house think Nengi was moving with guys strategically because you said that she likes to be touched? Lucy said, no. That what she just meant was that Nengi can stand on her own, that she's a strong woman. I'm just like, hi. Hey homie, welcome back to my channel. How is it? What's happening? My name is Omi Odike and this is Talk to Your Homie TV, my darling. Here I love to give very sweet and juicy gist, and today we're talking Baby Naija reunion day 11. This reunion has just been done to show how sneaky and shady Neo is. Like, this particular episode there, I was just cringing. I was just screaming. Like, Neo, it's okay to have had an opinion in the house. It's okay. It's okay to apologize if you did something wrong. You don't have to always hide and run away. And oh my gosh, because you see the way, you know, his issue with Prince just exposed him was, honey, a lot of things to talk about. Plus Lucy is somebody who I was looking at her, I'm like, you're joking, right? Lucy, you're really joking, right? We talk about Lucy, Neo, Tolani Badge, Wathoni and Vee. Just subscribe to my channel before I even begin, because sweet gist goes down here. I have gist on what I'm looking like this later at the end of the video. Yeah, let's start gisting. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thumbs up helps video grow. I will appreciate it. Just stop and go and like the video. That is easy, please. Now let's start gisting. So what happened now? They started with Lucy and Nengi's fight. You know, so what happened? Why did they fight? Nengi was like, see man, it felt like Lucy went to control her and tell her what to do, and she was not about that at all. So she had to just tell Lucy that no, like, she's an adult, don't dictate to her what to do. And so in the fight, or while they were fighting, what Lucy said was, when Ozo came to come and hold her, Lucy said, why are you holding me? You should be holding Nengi. She's the one that likes to be touched. You get me? So Ibuka now asked her, okay, so what happened? Because it felt like you felt like Nengi was playing a game, like she was obviously using that was her strategy. And Lucy just there to just sing, I don't even know, speak gibberish, sing song. Now no, that wasn't what she was saying. Hey, listen, that what she was saying then was that, you know, that Nengi can stand on her own. That, you know, that Nengi, okay, so what happened was that in the toilet, you know, Nengi had come to say something to her, but the camera did not catch that. The camera caught Dining when they were all shouting, Ozo came to come and hold her, and she was like, why are you holding me? Because Nengi is the one that likes to play with guys. Ibuka said, Lucy, the question is simple. Did you in the house think Nengi was moving with guys strategically because you said that she likes to be touched? Lucy said, no. That what she just meant was that Nengi can stand on her own, that she's a strong woman. I'm just like, hi. See, first of all, when you are moving about your business, just know that you have to own up to who you are. Do you get? And I don't feel there's anything wrong in saying, see, I thought in the house that was how she was, but I mean, I stand to be corrected, or rather, leaving the house, I've seen her, I know she's different right now. You don't have to be explaining or like moving around what we know you did. Even me, in fact, the first 2-3 weeks, Nengi was playing that game, moving with every guy. Literally, it was up until Ibuka came on TV one Sunday to tell her, like, oh my, how far you're going with this guy, that it now clicked. After Ibuka spoke to her, Biggie now, or maybe before, Biggie had asked her the question, then Ibuka now spoke to her. That was when she calmed down. So it's not bad to say, oh, that's what I thought initially, you get me, but now I've changed. And that was exactly what Dora said when they asked Dora, Ibuka asked Dora that, what do you think? Dora was like, yeah man, that initially she felt like that was the card Nengi was playing, moving from this guy to the other guy. But along the line, there was a time they had a conversation, and she told Nengi, this was my opinion about you earlier, and now it has changed. Easy peasy, man. I like it when you own up to who you are and say it, man. Imagine Lucy trying to now say, no, that was not what I meant. I meant, Lucy, you that discussed about how Nengi was moving with different guys, how Nengi was trying to, own up to it now. No one's gonna beat you now. What's up with you now? The next is now new. It was praised by Tony, Tricky T, and Vee that are up for eviction, right? And Neo nominated or saved Vee and Tricky T, and left Wathoni and Praise to be like evicted. And when they called Praise's name, Neo screamed the loudest. Hi God, he was crying. He was, oh my God, he has gone. And then when Praise went out and saw that Neo called his name, Praise was like, how was it you that was crying about me? Like, it felt like you saved me, you wanted me to be in the house, so why are you now crying? Like crying, screaming the most, right? So Praise is like, see, you don't understand. Now see, this one, I liked what Neo did, because I mean, he saved my guy Chukiti. What he said was that he felt like everybody liked Praise. Praise was good with everybody in the house, really, yeah. And of course, Vee was up for eviction. He could not mention Vee's name, which is smart. And he felt like Chukiti was not as close to the housemates as Praise was. So he felt like, if you had not saved Chukiti, people might have not saved Chukiti, and he thought the housemate would have saved Praise. That was why he did not save Praise, and that was his mentality. Yes, Vee was close to him, and at the time he kind of felt like Chukiti was closer to him. But when they asked Vee, Vee was like that. See, the only thing that annoyed her with that Praise thing was why, like, Neo was screaming, and she's like, why are you crying? You did not save the guy. Why you screaming? Like, it's amazing. But now the embarrassing part was now Prince. Yeah, if you can ask Prince that, Prince, so do you think Neo was, shading the house? Like, does it stand for his own? Prince was like, no man, because he has receipts of Neo jonesing him, that he called Neo a brother. I think they both went to Unical together, yeah. And going to Unical, coming into the house, he thought like Neo was his brother, but he heard Neo, or he watched videos where Neo talked about him a lot. But the one that hurt him was when Neo said that his father, like Prince's story about his father, was a lie, and he was looking at Neo like, what do you mean? Remember that time that they all drew paintings of their heroes, and they all had to talk about their heroes, and Prince talked about his father, and he cried. And as in between, he cried, and it wasn't only him that cried though. He cried, Chukiti cried, Nengi cried, you get me? So when Biggie now called Neo and asked Neo, like, which housemate do you think faked their story, you get me? Neo says Prince, and so Prince is like, and you're supposed to be my brother, how will you say that about me? Like, are you joking? Then I asked Neo, like, Neo, how far? Neo just did 12 different things. No, that he did not say that, because Ebuka said, you said Prince lied, and Prince said that Neo said that he lied about his story, and Neo was like, no, that it wasn't lie that he said, that what he said, but that what Biggie asked him was that who was faking their story. I'm like, brother, if I say that you are faking your story, what is the difference between faking and lie? It's the same thing now. It's really the same thing. But Neo was saying that no, that was exactly what he meant, because Prince was crying, and Prince was like, I wasn't the only one that cried. Chukiti cried, Nengi cried. What do you mean? But maybe like he felt like, which kind of story you come and see and you cry? But I know Neo has cried in the house about his story too. Neo, that on the first day, I remember, because I had to tweet about it, and I spoke about it on my video. On the first day that they came into the house, Neo was the one that was giving the whole gist of, Naim of a past, how he doesn't have, sometimes he sleeps hungry, how he used to drive Uber, how, so you are like, well, we've heard you tell your suffer story. So why will you now think that another person's own sad story is a lie when you have told suffer story? Does it even make sense to you? As in Brown, man, this new P. Hey, have you help me? Neo was like that, but after everything, like when he left the house, he went to meet Prince to apologize. But Prince would not agree. Prince was like, wait, chill, don't say that, because how it happened was, listen guys, see, Prince came to this reunion to put on blast everybody that was shady to him. Obviously the generator is on. I hope it's not making noise. This is Nigeria. Sometimes we have light, sometimes we don't have light. Deal with it. Well, manage with me. So Prince was like, okay, so I was telling you about Prince. Prince came to this reunion to just call everybody's BS. If you jonesed him, he will call your BS straight. He did not come to joke. So he was like, that Neo should not say that, because when the show was over, really, and they were all in the bus together, Prince said, see, whoever spoke about me funny in the house, just know that at this time, we have heard everything. Keep the same energy. And the way Neo acted, do you understand? But I want to say something before I move on about being a brother. Because you went to the same university, that does not mean or equal to somebody being loyal to you. How did I learn about this? I told you guys I auditioned for BB Nigeria once, you get me? And that time, I think before the audition day, I was in a friend's house, or I won't call her my friend, whatever. Okay, sorry, I was in a friend's house. You get me? And she was going to audition too. And me, I was just saying that, or more. Imagine if you and I enter the house together. We'll be like sisters, we'll be like friends. And she looked at me and said, "Oh me, I go to the house. I'm fighting for my hair, though." Almost see when it comes to money, everybody fights for themselves. So I believe that if Neo said faking, Neo was in the house to win. He wasn't in the house to be loyal to Prince. That's what Baby Nigeria. That's why I like to watch this show. I think this show is the clearest mirror to how people really behave, like loyalty when it comes to money, when there's a prize, when there's a goal, like how they behave. This show will teach you how like people think, behave, and even for your life too. Don't go about expecting loyalty from people who you're not sure how they see you, how they think about you. And that's all I'm going to say, man. Be loyal because you're a loyal person, but don't expect another person to be loyal to you. Anyways, moving on to Prince and Neo. So after Prince said that thing about how anybody who spoke about him, they've heard the whole gist. Then what happened? Then I think on Brighto's birthday, they were all attending the birthday. So on the hallway, Neo met Prince. Prince was saying, Neo met Prince. Neo now came and said that Prince, I see that in the house that Neo saw Prince as a competition. The same Neo in last episode that said that no, Prince was not a threat to him was the same person that Prince told him. So Neo told Prince that he saw him as a competition. Do you get? So whatever happened in the house, like his past, right now, that Prince should carry him along. Allow the man, Prince has bad. Obviously he has bad because carry him along because now you probably have now seen who he is. And you see, I learned this thing in secondary school boarding house. All those chicks that we thought were chicks, big chicks, because you are in the confine of like a school. You get me? All you had to wear was your check. When we all came for valedictory service and we started seeing everybody's dressing, we said to now tell that this one was a chick in the school, but nothing really gone, man. That's the same thing. They all went to this Baby Nigeria house looking at different housemates and their stories and thinking that these were the ones who was going to help your life. And when they've all come outside, they've all now seen that no be like so. Neo tried to say no, that wasn't exactly what he said. Prince was like, Neo, I remember that was your exact words. And the annoying thing was that Neo at no point apologized to him. All he was trying to say is, you're competition to me, don't worry, how far, carry me along. And Prince is like, how will he carry a snake along? He will not. Do you get me? Like, you betrayed me, you spoke about me, and I want me to carry you along. Even V, his sweetheart, had to say, man, see, Prince's anger is warranted. Do you get me? Like, if Prince called Neo a brother, and V was like that Prince's story about his father, that even her, V, she cried that she would not even have thought like he was sounding fake. So if Neo could say that his supposed brother was lying about his story, you were wrong. Apologize to him. All the long talk, you should not get them. Even I was also saying apologize to you. I was even like, man, okay, just stop this talk, Neo, and apologize to him. See, like, period. Like, do you get me? But Neo, no, he will talk up and down and say, no. Neo tire me. Like, Neo's fans, like, just go to the comment section and just tell me, like, support your boy. Just support your boy. Because on Instagram, I had to put it and say this episode is just to show how shady Neo is, and nobody has any good comments about him. Because even me, I was tired. I was like, okay, apologize now. Neo now came and said that, but afterwards that he took Prince's phone number. He had called Prince like twice, just trying to apologize to Prince, but Prince has not picked up his call. Called him on Christmas Day. Prince did not pick up the call, and Prince was like that. But it's not amazing because first of all, he did not even see like Neo's missed call, and then Neo and Prince chat online. So Prince is like, but if you really sincerely want to apologize and you're calling me and I'm not picking up your call, but when you chat, won't you state it? Like, I don't know. I just feel like Neo thinks he can get his way around things. He thinks that he can because he does this thing very well, where he just comes and says a lot of things, and then you will now be confused. You never even know what he has said. So he thinks that can always exonerate him every time. Because I'm looking like, you said you were trying to call him to apologize, but you guys chat. Prince said you guys chat, and in your chat you have never tried to apologize to him. Like, who are you, brother? Prince was like, see, he doesn't even want the friendship. He has moved on. Like, he doesn't care about Neo again. I'm not looking like, man, Neo, I hope you're making basha. I really hope you're making money. Speaking of Neo, I was reviewing that not honey, what's it Nollywood Queens here, one of the episodes. Vanessa was talking about how, like, she feels bad. Obviously Vanessa is Neo's cousin, how, like, Neo is not doing anything after the house because V will not allow him do anything. How is it possible that V will not allow Neo do anything? Like, how does it make any sense to you? Like, is V holding him down, or is it that he's lazy, or what? But if Vanessa's cousin is saying this, then there might be truth in it. I don't know, because she's closer to him, she's there, you get me? But me, I just hope that Neo is making money, saving money, investing, planning, because once a new set comes like this, bam bam, we're literally leaving this set to the next set. I really hope Neo is making money. Next one now, this one was so funny. Wathoni and Vee, they played the fight that Wathoni and Vee had, and you know, that fight was one fight that pained me. Like, I was just like, oh my god. Like, V literally spoke to Wathoni like she was a child. At some point she was like, that's how mad people behave. Do you get me? And so what had happened was the whole bed thing. Wathoni is an only child. I think that should explain to us why she really needed a friend, why she literally gave up, because I watched it. She literally gave up Prince to be friends with Tolani Bad. She literally did that. But now I understand why she needed somebody, because she was the only child, or she's the only child. She's used to being lonely and she doesn't like being lonely. So now I said that to say the whole bed thing was she had moved her thing, or she had moved from a room to them Tolani Bad and V's room, right? And so she was on V's bed. Now V, when they played the whole fight and they asked V was like Wathoni misunderstood the whole thing. That what she was just saying was Wathoni was now on V's bed, and V is like, I'll always come to the bed to, like, where I kept my things, to bring out my things, and I'll be disturbing her. So she was saying that Wathoni should move to Eric's bed. That was all she was saying, because she wanted Wathoni to be comfortable, which I'm like, that's it, that's BS. That's not true. That was the reason you were saying it, but it was all about Prince. When Wathoni was talking to Prince, and T-Bad was talking to Prince as well, Tolani Bad wanted Wathoni out of the way. Tolani Bad and Prince and V rather started to connive against Wathoni. We watched the show, let's just be real. You get me? Well, Wathoni, they started to have a lot of talks about Wathoni. Wathoni was telling her, V, like, I don't mind if you. And the funny thing is that, you know, man, I mean, I don't know, V has fans, because V and in the house had some very funny trait. Like, she was never on that bed that she was fighting for. She was never on the bed. Now she was always on Neo's bed. And Wathoni was like, she did not mind if like V was coming to the bed. But what pained Wathoni was that she was sleeping and she heard, like, at night, like, not at night, she literally eavesdropped. She was sleeping and she overheard, that's the word, overheard V and Tolani talking about how, Wathoni should not be on that bed, how she should leave the bed, how, you know. And she was like, people could have told me. And they asked, Chukiti said, see, that bed matter could not warrant that kind of shout that V shouted at Wathoni. The way she dissed her, it was not like that. V's anger was that Wathoni kept on bringing it up, to tell this person, that person, and V was like that. She got angry and she poured all her anger on Wathoni. Yeah, but me, I just feel like it was the whole Prince's thing. Tolani Bad wanted Prince, and I feel like they were all friends, because initially it was Tolani Bad, V, and Wathoni that were friends, and then the moment Prince came in, V and Tolani Bad just got close. Wathoni was hanging, and so Tolani Bad and V were only talking about Prince and Wathoni was feeling left out, and all of a sudden it felt like he was beef. They did not want her around them, because at the time that supposed bed was close to guys, I watched this show, I remember it was close to Tolani Bad's bed, and she needed space from Wathoni. If you ask me, that was the reason. It was Prince that was the underlying factor. Even though Tolani Bad is not agreeing, even though V will not agree, Wathoni thinks the same, Chukiti thinks the same, and I think the same as well. My darling, that's it. Wathoni, I told you guys, when I do my final review of the housemates, I'll tell Wathoni something from my heart, like a sister. I can't wait to just do it. I like her. I think there's so much in her, and I understand she's the only child. You see, when you know people's background, you can understand where they're coming from. So yeah, I think we're about to start something that we always used to do. Our whole shout out segment is about to come today. Somebody asked me to shout her out. Esther Ajayi, I see your comments everywhere on my main channel, on my vlog channel. This is your own special shout out, my darling. If you want me to shout you out, don't ask me in the comment section. Shout me out, and me, I will give you a shout out, Joe. And the reason I'm wearing this dress is because remember my party I told you guys about. It was so nice. It was a helpful community party. I think I was live like maybe some minutes, but I had to go off live because I needed to interact and engage with other like creators. It was mad. Like, I spoke to creators in Kenya, in South Africa, like it was crazy, Nigeria, everybody, like Africa. It was a black community thing. I felt so good. I ate their very nice vegetable pasta. It was so nice. But I think that you'll be able to appreciate like the whole party more if you watch the vlog, because I vlogged it too. So yeah, that vlog will be coming out very soon, my darling. I'm so happy, guys. I'm so happy. And if you're not connected or subscribed to my vlog channel, you're missing now. I promise you, all you need to do, just go there and watch 1 or 2 videos and tell me if you're not subscribed. So go there. I'll put the link to my latest vlog down below. Please go there, watch and subscribe. I love you guys with all my heart. You guys mean a lot. You guys really mean a lot to me. Guys, we are growing. Like, see, this thing that we have been doing like this is really growing. Please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up now. It'll be amazing. And do you like my dress? Ooh, sexy. Can you see my hips? Let me tell you one weird thing. Do you know I'm not feeling fine now? Like I told you guys, I know how to I'll be sick, but okay, I'm almost running out of time. I'll be sick, but I'll literally be doing my video like as if. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel maybe stressed. I don't know, but yeah, I'm getting better. I'm taking care of myself. Yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching.